This is not good lighting. And I'm not wearing my apron. What a catastrophe. Oh, this is the only time when I miss my old kitchen. Is when I'm filming. Because the lighting was so perfect. Now it's gonna be really bad. Yep. No, I did nothing. What if I had a... That's good. Oh, hang on. Yep. Nope. Can you see me? That didn't do anything. Now you can see my mesh. It's like behind the scenes. What am I doing? Tonight. Hi. Yo. Nope.
I get up when you get down to this. Keep cool, but still get loud to this. When it drops, just can't deny. The mic turned off, but I'm amplified. So if you wanna ride.
Today you will need 3 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 3/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, 3/4 of a teaspoon of cloves, half a teaspoon of ginger, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin, 3/4 of a stick of butter, 3/4 of a cup of light brown sugar, 3/4 of a cup of white sugar, half a cup of milk, half a cup of vegetable oil, 3 eggs. So to begin, I feel like I'm so lit. Into my mixing bowl, I'm gonna add my brown sugar, my white sugar, and my butter, which is room temperature. And I'm gonna cream these together with the paddle attachment until they're nice and fluffy. Then I'm gonna take my flour, I'm gonna add my leaveners, my baking powder and soda, and my spices.
Cinnamon, my nutmeg, my cloves, oh my butt just vibrated, my salt, and my ginger. I think my phone's ringing.
And just give these to whisk together. Scrape down your bowl. Now I'm gonna add my oil and just mix to incorporate it. Then add my eggs one at a time. Scrape down your bowl right around the bottom dimple just to make sure all the sugar gets incorporated. Then I'm gonna add my pumpkin. Half of your dry ingredients. Start to mix this. Stream in your milk. Just mix until the rest of the dry is incorporated. Scrape down the sides to make sure all the dry gets incorporated. And then you're all set. So I have a cookie sheet that I put a sill pad on. If you have parchment, that works as well, but I do not. And now I'm gonna grab a scoop and I'm gonna scoop my whoopie pies. Just grab a nice even scoop, just like that, and put it right down on the sill pad. So these are gonna go into a 350-degree oven and they're gonna bake for some time, for about 20 minutes at 350 degrees. That was a weird way of saying it. And while they bake, we can make our frosting. 8 ounces of cream cheese, 1 stick or 4 ounces of butter, 5 ounces of fluff, a pinch of salt, 2 cups of sifted confectioner's sugar. So now into our mixing bowl goes my cream cheese, if I can open it, butter, pinch of salt, and my fluff. 5 ounces is a little less than this entire container. Now we're gonna beat this all together with the paddle attachment until it's all incorporated and nice and even. Scrape down your bowl just a bit. Now I'm gonna add all of my sugar. Just mix until it's all incorporated. So when your whoopie pies come out, they're gonna look like this. So when you push down, they spring back up. If you pick them up, they stay intact. And the bottoms are just starting to brown. So let these cool completely and then we'll fill them. I'm gonna grab a piping bag. And I'm gonna fit it with a tip, 844. You can use any size you want. Transfer our filling into our piping bag. And then you're all set to fill your whoopie pies. So from your whoopie pies, grab a top, preferably the prettier one, and a bottom. And just pipe right around. Then grab your top, and you have your whoopie pie. Thanks a lot for baking with me today. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next week.